You are listening to the FeedBak
Podcast with my homie Back.
All right. Hey, this is Back with the FeedBak Podcast. I'm out here with Romero.
Yep, that's right.
From Bigfoot, the musical. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. But I just came from it. This was crazy. I mean, it's so... There's so much. It's funny. It's sad. You're really on a roller coaster of emotions the whole time you're watching the thing, and you do a great job.
Oh, thank you so
as
much.
the mayor. So let me ask you this: how did you catch the bug?
Oh, going all the way back to that, huh?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Go.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a little kid that craved attention, and so just have been doing theater and stuff since high school. Plays when I play, and then I studied theater in college also. So I've been doing it pretty steadily. After college, I took a little bit of break from like straight up theater and just started doing purely comedy stuff. So I studied at the Improv or at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. I studied improv there.
Okay.
And
Wait,
then,
the Upright Citizens Brigade?
Yeah.
The Upright?
Yeah, the Los Angeles Theater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's legendary.
It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it was pretty cool to be able to go through that program. I had the opportunity to get to do it, and it was amazing. So I finished that and then moved back to Austin pretty soon after going through that program, or moved to Austin for the first time, and then got involved at Coal Town. Met Dave, who's the director of the show. Yada yada yada. Ended up on stage playing the mayor in Bigfoot the Musical.
Wow, how long has it been running?
We had one run of like 6 weeks back in May. We started it at Austin Sketch Fest, which is the last weekend of May, and then we ran it for 6 weeks after that. And then we haven't done the show for about 4 months. This is our first show back after a kind of an extended break. And this was just sort of like a one-off encore performance that we're doing for Out of Bounds.
Yep.
And there are potentially some more shows in the future coming up. Nothing locked in as far as dates, but we're definitely planning on doing it again.
And this is originally produced and written and composed all in Austin? Or is this...
No. So the play actually is written by, the book is written by 2 people. One is Kevin, I'm going to not get his last name right, Kevin Soretta, I believe his name, Scireetta. Hopefully that's right. But him and Amber Ruffin, who is a writer on Late Night with Seth Meyers, and does regular on-camera stuff for them. They wrote the book together, and then third man, whose name I don't recall, wrote the music with the 2 of them writing the lyrics. Okay. So it was written outside Austin, and Dave knows Amber from Boom Chicago, which is an improv and sketch show they do in Amsterdam. They did that for a little while together, and so they know each other through that. And then Dave had been talking to her about doing Bigfoot here in Austin, and we finally did it for Sketchfest this past May.
How long did it take to just learn and rehearse? And
Sure.
Because you go to a musical, you go see the big ones, the Hamiltons, and you don't realize like how much work goes into putting that kind of show together, whether it's as small as Bigfoot or as huge as the Book of Mormon.
Totally.
So like, what was it like just practicing and?
Well, it's interesting because the show's produced and stars people that are mostly have their experience doing improv or sketch comedy, and so our rehearsal process was way more than any of us mostly had been used to, just doing improv and sketch. Because with improv, you still practice, but you don't really have like rehearsals for a show too often. You'll have like a couple hours a week maybe, and then with sketch maybe you'll have some more, but with this one it was like multiple times a week for 2-hour sessions, a lot of extra rehearsals, just to make sure we get everything down, a lot of work outside of rehearsal. A lot of people aren't used to memorizing lines because they come from improv, and so all of that was like an interesting challenge for everybody. And I think everybody rose to it. I think everybody like put in so much work and so much extra effort on this show. The rehearsal process was months. Of course, it's not like what you would get with like a big Broadway show, because they're getting paid to do it, and we're not yet. It's coming, folks. It's coming. Yeah, I'm proud of all the work that everybody did in the show.
Do you actually get to have some liberties with the play and throw in some little, gems here and there, or just improv or ad libs? You get some of that too?
Yeah, a little bit. We try to balance because, Amber and Kevin are terrific writers. They're amazingly funny writers. And so you don't want to take away from the work that they've put in to make the script what it is. But at the same time, it's still a new show. Mm-hmm. This is only the second time it's ever been produced. It was produced once before for a brief run in, I believe, Las Vegas. And then this is the Austin premiere, the regional premiere, whatever you want to call it. So there is a lot of opportunity for us to add things, tweak things a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mostly that is just in terms of like logistics. We're just making sure entrances come where they need to come in our theaters and things like that. But plenty of opportunity to find all kinds of fun character stuff, all kinds of little fun character bits to do that aren't scripted, that you just get to bring to it yourself.
That is dope, man.
Yeah.
It's really, I think that in Austin, the sketch, improv, and stand-up scene, I don't think people know, because when you think Austin, you think music, you think ACL, South by, but there's a very vibrant comedy scene. And every night there's a show. The Fallout, at the Hideout. Of course we have Cab City. We have Almeida Road, Cold Town, of course. So I think this is great. It really puts comedy on the map. This is my first Out of Bounds.
Oh, cool.
Festival.
Welcome.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
I'll be back. No pun. But congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
This was great. And what else you working on personally that you can plug? Or
it's a great question. So I am a member of a sketch team called Pendulum. We do sketch comedy the third Thursday of every month at Cold Town at 10 p.m. So we do a monthly sketch show, brand new material each time. That's fun if people want to check that out.
Dope. So where can people find that out?
You can find me online. You can find me personally online anywhere at It's Kyle Romero on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And then if you want to follow Pendulum, that's going to be at Pendulum Sketch on all social media.
Gotcha. And support comedy in Austin, folks. There's plenty. There's some very talented people. We're lucky to have them in our city. So go check it out. Fallout Theater, Cold Town, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Check you next time. FeedBak Podcast, Out of Bounds Comedy Festival, Kyle Romero, Bigfoot the Musical, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it.